Hello, everybody. My name is Mike Johnston. I'm a candidate for governor. So grateful for you all being here. I grew up on the western slope of Colorado. My mom was a music teacher. My dad was a bartender. I sometimes wonder how that happened when my mom walked into the bar and saw the guy with the handlebar mustache and the purple chopper and the fishnet t-shirt and said, "That is the father of my children." But fortunately for me, she did. My parents opened a bed and breakfast on the western slope when I grew up running that family business, which meant I spent most of my childhood after school doing things like cleaning a lot of toilets, folding a lot of laundry, mowing a lot of lawns, making a lot of breakfast, which my wife would say are the best skills I brought into the marriage. So it's probably the best benefit. But I eventually followed my mom into the real family business in my family, which is teaching. I'm a fourth generation public school teacher. Started my career as a high school English teacher and then as a school principal in Colorado, where I ran schools in 3 different counties, in Arapahoe and Denver and then in Adams. And Adams County led a high school where we had about a 50% dropout rate when we took over, and over 3 years turned it into what became the first public high school in Colorado, where 100% of our kids all graduated from high school, and 100% of those kids were all admitted to 4-year colleges. And along the way, a little U.S. Senator named Barack Obama came to visit my school, and I spent a couple of years advising him when he ran for president. And then I ran for the state Senate and spent the last 7 years as a state senator. And I think the most important thing about my service in the state Senate that I'm proud of is over those years, I sponsored more than 120 pieces of legislation, and 120 pieces of legislation that got signed into law by the governor. And of those, more than 100 of those all have Republican co-sponsors. Because my belief is if you want to govern in this state and get big things done, you got to be able to build coalitions broader than just one party. I think I've done that as a teacher, I've done that as a school principal, I've done that as a state senator. And I think this is a moment where we're going to be called on to show that Colorado is the place where good people can still come together and solve big problems. That's been my experience, that's my belief in who Colorado is, and that's the kind of state I'd like to lead. Thanks for having me.
Representative Polis.